very good afternoon to one and all. This is our first class for intermediate second year. Intermediate second year economics. Okay. So let us start first with the first lesson of intermediate second year economics, economic growth and economic development. Okay, children. So today's our classes economic growth and economic development. So first we will first come to know about what is the meaning of economic growth and what is the meaning of economic development. So first is about the economic growth. What is economic growth? Okay. So it is very simple one, children. Economic growth, it means increase in a country's real output of goods and services. What does it mean, children? Increase in a country's real output of goods and services. Real output of goods and services. What does it mean? It means whatever the country it produces, its goods and services. Okay, children, its goods and services, the total output will take it in the economic growth. So how will increase this country's economic goods and services, the total output of goods and services? By an increase in the quality of resources. By an increase in the quality of resources and by improvements in technology. So what is the solution, children? How can we improve our economic growth? How can we measure our economic growth, children? So economic growth is nothing but it is totally increase in the country's output, our production, total output of goods and services. Total output of goods and services by an increase in the quality of resources. Which quality of resources are we telling about? The resources in the sense of education, the resources in the sense of many things, and also by the improvement in the technology. If there is an improvement in the technology, then only we can expect of increase in the output. I hope it is clear, children. So how can we improve increase our output? By the help of resources. Who are the resources, children? The resources like education. Education improve human resources. If there is a good education will be there. If there is an improvement in the technology, we can find that there will be an increase in the economic growth. Okay. And then according to one of the famous economists by the name Michael P. Todaro. What was his name, children? Michael P. Todaro. So Michael P. Todaro, he gave his own definition of economic growth. What he mentioned, economic growth is a steady process. So it is not a very fast. We cannot expect this growth within a short period of time. Means it is a steady process by which productive capacity of the economy is increased. So in which what we can find the productive capacity of the economy is increased over a time to bring about rising levels of national output and income. So what Michael Todaro he mentioned, children? So it is nothing but he mentioned that the growth is a steady process by which the productive capacity, how can we improve our productive capacity? By the means of technology, by the means of new technology, by the means of education and the other resources, we can improve our productive capacity of the economy is increased over a time to bring about the rising level. When we increase our productive capacity, automatically, children, it helps us to improve our national output. Whatever the output we are producing per year, it is helpful for the improvement in the national output and the national income. So this is the definition that is given by the Michael P. Todaro. I hope it is very clear to all of you, children, because the first lesson itself is very giving the importance to the economic growth and economic development. So it is economic growth. What is economic growth? It is nothing but the increase in the total output of the goods and services. Okay. I hope it is very clear, children, economic growth. So after economic growth, we have to learn about the next topic, that is economic development. So what is economic development? We have to learn about economic development. So now, what is economic development? So now, what is economic development? So economic development is nothing but, children, we can say as overall development. Economic growth, it refers to only about the increase in the total output of the goods and services. That means it is related to only the production. of the goods and services of a country. Whereas development, it includes overall development of the people in the form of to increase the living standard of the people. How can we increase the living standard of the people, children? By improvement in the education, by improvement in the social, whatever the disorders are, the disorders to be removed, social inequalities to be removed, the various problems of the society to be removed, like unemployment, like poverty, and all those problems that are related because of that the standard of the people are low. So all those inequalities, those obstacles to be removed, children. So here it is a development where we can find there is an increase in the living standard of the people, improvement in the self-esteem. Self-esteem. Here self-esteem means if there is a good education, we can find that automatically it is helpful to get the good job, good employment opportunities, which is helpful for the removal of the poverty and the many other problems, etc. And the freedom from oppression. What do you mean by the freedom from oppression? Oppression means there should not be any oppression from any political parties, from any government, from anyone. We can say there should not be any force. We should be free to live according to our own wish. So the freedom from the oppression. So overall we can say that development relates to the overall development of a country. Not only increase in the output, but it helps to the increase in the living standard of the people, improvement in the self-esteem, and also the freedom from the oppression. So after learning these two important definitions, the very important question for us, that is a very important question from the examination point of view, is difference between economic growth and economic development. We have to differentiate economic growth and economic development. So what will be the first answer? The first point definitely will be the definition of growth and definition of development. What is a growth? Growth is nothing but increase in the total output of the goods and services. So growth, it refers here, it refers to the increase in the growth, increase in the total output of goods and services. Goods and services, that we call as the economic growth. Then what is development? It refers not only to the growth, development, it refers not only to the economic growth, but what we discuss, children, overall development of the country. So here it refers not only to the growth but also to the progressive changes, in the socio-economic structure of the country. Socio-economic structure of the country. So the first point is already it is related to the definitions. So what is the definition, children? How both are differ from each other? Growth means just increase in the output, increase in the production. Okay, for example, if we want to take an example, suppose how we come to know about the economic growth from agriculture? Year on the year based data or the monthly based data about its production. That last year we had produced this much of quintals of rice or this much of tons of the production, and this year how much is our production? So that is just relates to the production, children. Whereas coming to the development, it refers to the not only to the growth but also to the progressive changes, complete change of the society. Progressive changes of socio-economic society and the economical conditions of the country. So this is the first point that differs economic growth and development. Second one. What is the second one? Economic growth, it is a single dimensional. It is a single dimensional phenomena. It is a single dimensional phenomena. Why? How we are telling that it is a single dimensional phenomena? Single dimension because it is focusing only on the single issue, only a sole issue. What is that issue? Only related to the total output. Whereas, just quite opposite to this one, it is a multi-dimensional phenomena. It is a multi-dimensional phenomena. What is this multi-dimensional phenomena? That means it not only it is related to the goods and services, but it is related to the overall change in the social structure of the country, economic structure of the country. That is the second point. The third one, it explains primarily about quantitative changes. Number third is for the economic growth, it explains only about quantitative changes. Quantitative. What do we mean by quantitative? That means it relates to only the quantity. What quantity, children? How much of the output produced in previous year, current year, and how much of we are going to produce in the next year. So it is related to only quantity. Whereas this development, it relates to both quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative and qualitative. What is this qualitative? It means improvement in the quality. Quality by what aspect? Socio-economic structure. Not only quantity based, but it is also giving importance to the overall changes in the economy by the improving the quality. This is only quantity. This is quality. So this is the third point. I hope it is very clear to you. Economic growth is nothing but the increase in the total output of the goods and services. Just increase in the total output. Whereas the development, it refers not only to the growth, but it refers to the overall, the progressive changes. The change in the society in terms of socio and economic, but that is related to only progressive one. Then it is a single dimensional phenomena. Why it is a single dimensional phenomena? Because it is concentrating only on one topic, that is related to the output. Whereas towards this economic development, it is related to the, it is called as a multi-dimensional, because overall development of the society, overall development of the country, we can find in this economic development. Third one, it explains only about the quantitative changes. So only how much we produced, that only it is related to the quantity. Whereas towards the development, we find that it is not only related to the quantity, but it is also giving importance to the quality. So I hope it is very clear. So next point related to this one, children, economic growth. The fourth point that is related to the economic growth, and here also towards this side, that is just we have to go, children, opposite from one to the other. The fourth point that is called as economic growth, children, that it occurs either through the active role of the government or not. So here we can find that growth, it occurs with the active role of government. Active role of government. Growth occurs with the active role of government. Whereas here we can find that in the initial stages, compulsory government intervention is required. Government intervention is required. What does it mean, children? It means that growth occurs with the active role, with the help of the government. We can expect, children, that economic growth occur. In the developed countries of the world, we can find sometimes government or sometimes the government may not help also. Whereas in development, children, change the society, change the economy. It is not in the hands of one person. One person cannot change the society. So for the development purpose, at the starting stage, compulsory government should intervene, should interrupt, should compulsory intervene in the progress. For example, education. So one person, single person, it is very difficult. A person throughout the country, they open their own schools. So government intervention is that for the promoting of education, definitely government help is required. For the development, for the improvement of the health, definitely government hospitals are required. Like that, in many cases, we can find that government compulsory should interfere. Intervene means interfere in all the things, especially at the initial stages. Is it clear? In this one, sometimes government will active, sometimes not, but compulsory in the development, government should interfere. So next one, after this one, this growth occurs when technological progress occurs. So here we can find growth is possible. Growth occurs when the technological progress occurs. Technological progress occurs. What does it mean, children? The growth occurs when the technological progress occurs. It means that it is related to increase in output. Up to now you have to fix in your mind. Growth means it is nothing but increase in production, increase in output. So how can we increase our output? By the help of technology. Suppose if you have a piece of land and every year you are cultivating that land and that land is giving you the same amount of production by mentioning some quintals of rice or by some mentioning some tons of production. But when you adopt a new technology, because you want to take some profit, you want to get some profit, when you adopt a new technology, at the time you can find that your production level is slightly increased. Year by year, your production level is increased. So, what we can say that growth in a country occurs when there is a technological progress occur in the country. Whereas children, here we can find that for economic development, here we can find that a higher level of economic development it helps with the, it entails higher level of economic development entails with the increase in the living standard of the people. What is children? That is improvement in the living standard entails improvement in the living standard or quality life of the people. I hope it is clear, children. So when we can find the higher level of development we can find with it relates with the living or the quality of the life of the people. It affects the quality of the life of people by the various facilities that we get it but in this economic development. Is it clear, children? So next, after this one, the sixth point is the economic growth. The sixth point is economic growth. It is, we can say that it is a key issue under traditional economy. Is the key issue under the traditional economy. What do we mean by the traditional economy? Means economy that persists in the olden ages, in the olden days. Whereas development, it is the key issue, just opposite we have to move, children. Key issue of modern economy. Modern economy, it means economy not only it is related to the output, but this economy it is related to the overall development of the country. Okay, then next one. So the scope of the growth is narrow. The scope of the growth is narrower scope, whereas the scope of development is wider. Now I hope it is no need to explain to you about this one. What is the scope of growth? Just to increase the total output of the goods and services. So it is a very narrower. Okay, whereas scope of development is wider. It is not concentrating with only one, but it is concentrating towards the overall development. It is wider. The scope is wider. Okay, children. Then after this one, children, what else we can say? So here we can say as growth is a short-term process. Growth is a short-term process. What is this short-term process, children? Growth is a short-term process. So here, because we measure income in the growth, we measure income on an yearly basis. Okay, so every year what we are doing, we are measuring the growth on the basis of increase in the income, increase in the output, increase in the production. Every year to year it changes. Whereas the development, it is a long-term process. Long-term process. What is this long-term process? Nearly 20 to 25 years it takes children to change the society. Suddenly if you want to take, can you change it? Suddenly you have to construct the hospital. There is a need for a hospital in the village. Can you construct the hospital in 1 month? No, it takes some long process. Can you change the complete economy of the village in 1 month or 6 months? No, it requires some years, because construction of roads, the maintenance of that, what you call power supply, supply of the water, then about the hospitals, about the education institutions, like that number of things are there, children, that to be developed, and it will take nearly about 20 to 25 years for the development. So development is a long process, whereas the growth is a very short term process. Okay, and then afterwards any other else that we can find, where is the growth? So children, the growth, it means we find this growth especially in the developed economies of the world. We find growth in the developed economies. Why we find this growth in developed economies? Why we don't find this one in the developing economies? So very simple one. In the developed economies, already the countries, developed means the countries that are already developed in all the terms. Socially it is developed, economically it is developed. So what they have to do it? They have to concentrate only on the production. Okay. Suppose for example, in your family, if all are educated, all are well settled, you have your own bungalows, you have your own luxuries. So what else you want to concentrate? You want to concentrate only on your business, only on your profit, only on your production. So that's the same. This growth, it concentrates only on the developed economies. Whereas in developing economies, we find the economic development will be there, because these economies are very back in socio-economic structure. This is about this one. Then what are the other things that we can find? The last point is the growth refers to the change in income. It refers to the change in income. Just come quite opposite to this one. It refers to the change in the socio-economic structure. Socio-economic structure. I hope it is very clear, children. Just income is changing here, complete society and economy is changing here. Okay, children. So this is about the economic growth and economic development. That is very important from the examination point of view. I hope it is clear. The definition of economic growth and the economic development, and then followed by differentiate between economic growth and economic development. In the next class, we'll discuss about the factors that promote economic development. Some of the factors, the objectives of economic development, factors that promote economic development, factors that hinders economic development, and also about the developing economies, characteristic of developing economies. From the examination point of view, all these are very important one. So we'll discuss all these things in the next class. Thank you, children.